Yeah, like this is gonna be my last and final drama-related explanation I'm about to do. What I'm talking about is that after I went on break when my drama got milked again, I've gotten a complete false hate base after I improved my wrongdoings, and before all of this was over, I would make this video of explaining. My motivation has been super low since my outside life is making me more comfortable than the shitty-ass community and mainstream that I left back in August and became independent. I started to have a rough, uncomfortable time dealing with snowflakes and mainstreamers on YouTube who won't shut the hell up and leave me be. I would have retired and moved on to another hobby. As you can see, I had gotten into emo zone ever since the incident happened that I'm going to explain. Once I feel better, I will go back to my original 2025 look. Since last time, by the user DanaTube, who has made a dark truth vid out of me and of course, making a post, explaining how I've been giving innocent users false hate base, and more retarded, them thinking that my OC boyfriend Luca is 25 I'm dating and calling me a pedophile, when that ain't true at all. Listen to this I'm going to say. What you see here, is the real wiki and proof that Luca is not 25 years old, he is 16, the same age as me, plus his birthday in the series is unknown. What have you not heard about O, which stands for alternate universe? It's literally just him in my O and made up a birthday for him whenever he grows up, not like the actual series. So therefore, I ain't a pedophile or weirdo dating who I date. What you saw on a post saying he is 25 was completely false and all a lie, cause that site was completely not the one. Instead, they wanted to jump into conclusions which pissed me off. I'm going to now show another image of a post that is done by the user who would happen to be one of the worst ones to me, and happens to have changed their username, but I still know for fact that it is still that person, Beast Monster, which I know I'd ignore, but I have to for once show the false post he did and I will just try forget about him for now on. His username is Omni Shadow Legend 2K9, who I literally know from his former name, but it is still that motherfucker plus troll. Here is the proof, and to show that false post that was made, and on that image you'd see, is all completely fake and not the real wiki, these idiots. And as you may see, the user had changed its username. I still indeed know that that is Beast Monster, as he is still a troll to this day who likes to play and spread false calls. This will be the only time I'm calling this out of him, despite I'm trying not to pay any attention to him. You just have to believe me, this is the only time. Now, it's time for my explanation and massive message to the ones who created this. That indeed goes to Moonlight Gal Tube, known as Dana. Don't think I am gonna go easy on you, cause you haven't had any idea how much I was ticked off, so you'd better learn to handle this very harsh, you know me. I will give you this explanation onto why I was like this, and could you have ever know? Of course not. That's because you just expect an edgy person, as well with anger issues, who just do not give a crap about any of this mainstream community. You forgot how much I was getting tired on this community and immature people. I have to even say that because my past was completely rough or what I've been through, you now got to have the damn nerve to milk drama or claim you aren't gonna get yourself involved, cause you're just doing it still, just saying. My anger is out of control, and I lose my temper easily when something completely worse happens. And pretty much, and this was all around in the community, but being brainwashed by those who make these call-out posts on users for what they did, and somehow they don't get hated, or maybe, it's because they're mainstreamers too, but now that isn't what I'm gonna deal with anymore. All cares now is bringing out a truth. Not only what I said about how my anger issues have been or the way I acted, there are people who may have suffered something tragic or bad that even caused them to have their mental health to be fucked up. What I'm saying is, my former IRL relationship, which was completely bad, being mistreated, still would trauma me since I had ever been first mistreated in a relationship, and somehow doesn't change their ways and just use and mistreat me badly because I can be emotional very easily, which that is nothing to treat badly. So therefore, that does not give you rights giving people hate base just because they act edgy, don't care, or even with anger issues. Your little petty apology just isn't enough for me to forgive you, or neither of us will. I even forgot to tell that back in my former school I graduated before summer, I had an assistant who kept disturbing me when I try to work, and just doesn't listen. Each time I keep telling them to stop they just continue, and that could feel the same how I call out, because it just feels as these users remind me of my assistant. Now that I'm finished with my explanation, it's time to move on. The next I'm about to get real mad. Sherry the Disney, Nintendo and Sega fan 2K6, known also as Sherry, don't think you're not gonna be massive dead fucking meat. Don't even say you didn't mean to spread these false rumors or lies, of course you meant to do it. You have just been lying by acting like a 3-year-old all because I don't trust you and I don't want you near me again. but then you yet have to keep stalking and then use the most lamest retarded idea just to get me to like you again. This just all proves that you do not handle hate, and you're so bullshit lies to get me hated and even say I framed you, which I didn't. You did this all yourself. If you wouldn't want me to spread what you did, you wouldn't have kept stalking me or my friends thinking we will trust you again. You wouldn't have made a Discord roleplay bots calling Retro Miller 1997's wife Ellie Watson aunt, when in reality she does not have any niece or nephew, and got us super annoyed by your stupid idea of that. And most importantly, you wouldn't have spread bull-fucking shitty lies over not handling hate. If you minded your own business, never acted like a big 3-fucking-year-old fat liar, and never kept stalking my user friends, then this situation wouldn't have happened. I'm just complete fucking finished with you forever, and also stay away from me and my friends. Nothing you say or your excuses will never make me change my mind or even like you again. You're done, period. One last thing, and this is to Dana that I forgot to mention. You, girl, literally don't accept anyone else's thoughts on those other users who are just mainstreamers like Sasha, Finley, or those others. We just say that they are mainstreamers and Sasha who just begs and begs, and neither of us still trust Finley even if he was getting sub-bots by you-know-who, we still just don't trust him and don't find him interesting, and you can't even see our thoughts and just instead get all pissy about our thoughts. That's literally our thought and points about them. Before I click off after this, I'll let you know there is a Google Docs about why the Beyond Go Animate community of why it is a massive madhouse and not worth joining for any circumstances. You may read it once you find it. But now, I'm heading off, since I don't got anything else to say, so I guess see you round.